Are you a caregiver struggling with dementia-related behaviors? Well, you're not alone. When it comes to dementia, your loved one is looking for a way out while you are looking for a way in. Stay tuned. These approaches could save the day. Hi everyone, Jennifer here. Today, we are cracking the code on Caregiver Strategies for Dementia Part 1. How to manage behaviors. Dementia is a very complex disease that has a wide range of symptoms and can range in severity from mild to profound. To learn more about the different types of dementia and their symptoms, click on the link above. While your loved one's dementia behaviors are symptoms of a disease and are not intentional, dealing with them is often very emotionally and physically challenging. A person with dementia can often become irritable and sometimes belligerent without warning. They may go in and out of confusion and experience both auditory and visual hallucinations. People in the middle stages of dementia are known to be manipulators. They tend to use bargaining techniques to get what they want, such as, if you drive me to church, I'll take my medicine. However, it's important to understand that most behaviors are caused by a reaction to a set of circumstances. Think of a young child that is unable to talk. They use other forms of communication or actions to get your attention, to let you know they need something or that there is a problem. As your loved one with dementia progresses, their cognitive and communication abilities wane, and it becomes harder to say things like, "I'm confused," or "I just want to be left alone." In dealing with challenging behaviors, there is no one-size-fits-all approach. But luckily, there are usually several different solutions. However, here are a few things that will never work. Using sharp or hurtful words, attempting to reason with the person, or even worse, using force. Instead, try one of these techniques that I'm about to go over with you. But be ready to do some trial and error. If one approach doesn't work, try another. I will attach a list and short description of these techniques in the description section below this video. Hang it on your fridge. I promise it will come in handy. First, reassure the person. By reassuring your loved one, you are lessening their anxiety and stress. It communicates that you are on their side and that they are not alone. Do not let your reaction intensify, as this will only make things worse. Although people with dementia will quickly forget what was said, the emotional impact of an encounter will linger much longer. So, reassure by responding to the emotion being expressed rather than the behavior. Validate your loved one's mood as you try and figure out the situation, and use calm and loving body language. Then, you want to review the why. Is your loved one in pain? Is their mind wandering? Have they been triggered by something? Remember, your loved one's behaviors are rarely done on purpose to annoy you. That takes a level of sophistication that your loved one no longer has. But there are usually several factors that influence their behavior. For example, when we moved my grandmother into a nursing home, she became prone to delusions and paranoid behaviors. She would wake up from a nap thinking the nursing home aides were dealing drugs and trying to steal all her belongings for cash. Because of her deteriorating thinking skills, it made it hard for her to process reality. And when she couldn't mentally retrace her steps to figure out maybe where she left something, she explained away the gap, as in her case, as theft. So, it's important to try and figure out the why to each situation. Then, you're going to want to assess your surroundings. People with dementia are easily triggered, which may give rise to unwanted behaviors. Your loved one may see things, hear things, or perceive things that can set them off, cause confusion, or create an endless repetition of questions. Take this for example. As the COVID crisis hit and our facility was forced to make a lot of changes to patients' routines and increase the PPE available, I noticed that one of our dementia residents was stashing plastic gloves in her pockets and pants, or even in her walker bag, each time she walked down the hallway. After a few days, she had collected hundreds of plastic gloves. She said that she was collecting them in case her brother needed them when he came to visit. This was a huge problem, since PPE was becoming harder and harder to get. The staff attempted to hide the glove boxes, but the patient would still find them. Eventually, we decided to put an entire box of gloves in the patient's room just for her brother. And just like that, the behavior stopped. You see, she no longer needed to stash gloves for fear of running out, because each time she was in her room, she saw her own full box of gloves there. Next, you need to redirect their behavior. I mean this literally. Change the direction of things when they turn sour. Figure out a way to divert their attention to something else, particularly something they enjoy. Offer a bowl of ice cream, read a book, listen to music, or enjoy a walk together. People with dementia love to talk about their past, so pull out that old photo album and allow them to recreate moments through conversation. And finally, give yourself a break. Caregivers, if Kit Kats are your thing, eat a king-size bar. Your job is endless and often thankless. So, remind yourself that you are only human and be kind to you. Caring for a loved one with dementia is nearly impossible to do alone. So, find local support groups and scour the internet for resources that can help. In today's world, there are countless ways you can depend on the availability of others, like grocery shopping online or calling your favorite restaurant to see if they will deliver. And please take some time for yourself every day, even if it's only 15 minutes. Oh, and one last thing, don't forget to celebrate all the small victories you achieve each and every day. Please, if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel below so that you can be sure and catch Caregiver Strategies Part 2 in a couple of weeks. And click the bell if you would like notifications for new video postings. Don't forget this week's cryptogram puzzle. Until next time, good luck cracking the code.